Nick Rudder from McKees37.com. I am super excited to introduce yet another rinseless wash to our lineup. For years, our bestseller has been N914. Well, now we have F914. And what does the F stand for? Foam. So a lot of people have been asking for a version of N914 with stronger cleaning and more foam. You know, I've been in this industry for 15 years, and when we started making rinseless washes way back, you know, people weren't really washing dirty cars with them. Well, as technology has evolved, people are washing some really dirty cars with a rinseless wash. So, F914 rinseless wash contains twice the amount of surfactants as our hugely popular N914, plus an additional surfactant that produces extra foam. So, when would you use F914? Simple, when you're washing a vehicle that's really super dirty and you need that supercharged cleaning ability. So this is used just like N914. The dilutions for some of the applications are a little bit different. I'm going to wash this 2010 Mercedes-Benz CL550. It's actually really dirty. The silver color hides the dirt well, but believe me, this car has not been washed in about 4 months. It's parked underneath a tree and it's in desperate need of a rinseless wash to really make that paint shine. So I have plenty of videos showcasing in depth, in detail, all the different facets of a rinseless wash. So I'm going to go over this at 30,000 feet. A rinseless wash is when you wash a car without using a free-flowing source of water, like a garden hose. That's how I'm able to wash this Mercedes in the comfort of our air-conditioned garage here in our studio, because I'm not rinsing anything off. So with a rinseless wash, you have a bucket of water, just a couple gallons. You have your solution, you have an optional pre-soak, and basically what you do is you wash a panel or two at a time and then you immediately dry it off. And besides the F914, we're also introducing our ultimate big gold sponge. It's a whole new foam formulation. We have our traditional gold foam on one side and then black on the other for the dirty surfaces or for the wheels. And then our big gold drying towel. This is a wonderful towel. It's about 20 by 30 inches, black on one side, gold on the other. It's a twisted loop, it's super absorbent, and it's optimized for rinseless washes. So I've got my Carolina detailing cart set up here. I have about 3 gallons of water, and the dilution for this is 1 ounce for every 2 gallons of water. So I'll take my grit guard insert out, and of course with the Carolina cart, I'm not bending over, so this makes things a lot easier. Plus there's plenty of storage to keep all my stuff as I wash the car. So 3 capfuls equals 1 ounce. And if you're curious about the smell, because I know how important that is, this is orange soda. It smells delectable. I don't drink soda myself, so to be exposed to that wonderful fragrance, man, it's awesome. So like I said, I got about 3 gallons here. So I'm going to add another 2 capfuls just to round it off. Take my grit guard insert, and I'll mix it up. And even though this rinseless wash is twice as strong as our 914, the N914 that is, it does not dry out your skin, and that's the quality of the surfactants. That was really important to me. I didn't want something that would leave my hands dry, so this formula does not do that. And then I have my IK Foam Pro 2. These are the best foaming sprayers that money can buy. And this is it's the Foam Pro 2 model, which there's a standard, and then there's a plus, which you can use a air compressor to pressurize it. I only fill this up about halfway, right around 32 ounces of water is what I like. And you want to leave plenty of room there, air, so you can actually pressurize it. If you fill it up all the way, you're not going to have enough air in there to really pressurize it so it lasts. And then for the foaming pre-soak, F914 is diluted 2 ounces for every 32 ounces of water. So I got it set up there. I'll do 6 capfuls. And I understand I already have this diluted in there from the rinseless wash. That's no big deal. I'm still going to do a full 2 ounces because of course I might spill some like I just did. Stuff happens. And I lost count, but surely if I diluted it incorrectly, somebody in the comments box will correct me. All right, take this guy, dry my hand, get rid of this towel. And I love rinseless washes besides the fact that you can wash your car in the garage, but also during the wintertime, or if you don't even have a garage, You know, if you live in an apartment, or if your garage is loaded full of, you know, your spouse's furniture from their great grandma that you're never going to use, you know, and you just can't park a car in there. You can wash the car in the driveway, not drag out the hose, do it real quick in the morning or in the evening before you go to work, before you go to church, whatever it is. It's fast and it's instant gratification. So take this guy, I'm going to pump it up, and I've learned making these videos to hold this away from the microphone because nobody wants to hear this slapping against the plastic. So pump this guy up here. And again, they have a Plus model with a built-in Schrader valve. So if you have an air compressor, you can pressurize it really quickly. And pretty soon they're coming out with a battery-powered model. So if your goal is to eliminate any fitness or exercising from your regime, then you can just do that. But I don't mind getting the extra workout here. Manual labor is good for you, builds character. So I'm going to soak my big gold sponge, which by the way is made in USA. And so is our F-914. Got this pressurized, and if you want to come in, the reason that you want to do a pre-soak like this is because the foam is going to help encapsulate the dirt and the grit, so it's going to release the grip of it so it can be safely washed away without scratching. That's the goal. Every time you touch your paint is to avoid scratching it. So this is very lubricious, very slick, and again, it's easy to dry, it's easy to wash off, all around fantastic formula. For it to have the 914 name, it had to be the best, period. So, got this. You can see that real nice thick foam. So I spray it on. Come here and check this out. My camera person already bathed today, so she doesn't want to get covered in foam. And here's the deal. A lot of science went in to the amount of foam that this formula produces. I could absolutely make more foam than this, but I don't want to. And the reason why is because if it makes too much foam, then you're chasing foam in the cracks and the crevices, and it's real frothy and it's going all over the place. This is the perfect balance of not too much foam, but not too little foam. And you can see here, it's actually dwelling on the surface. That's really important. So it's sticking, but again, it's not leaving any kind of film. It's nice and slick, and that's what you want. A really slick finish. So while that sits, I'm going to take my big gold sponge, and I have my grit guard insert at the bottom, and I'm going to wring this out about 50%. And this has these cross-cut grooves and slots that help trap the dirt. Take my sponge, and I'm simply going to wash it. Again, this is super slick. The sponge is not dragging across the surface. That's really important. And I save the lower panels for last. This is a big car, man. I have a Toyota Corolla, which has a real small hood. This thing is a monster. Grab my IK Foam Pro 2. And by the way, while I'm doing this, take a minute, click subscribe, give me a thumbs up. That makes a big difference with how YouTube prioritizes my videos and our channel. So thank you in advance for that. All right, so we got it pumped up here. Nice. And if you want to use this in a foam cannon or a foam gun, you can do that too. Me personally, I just like keeping it simple. And I don't like to incorporate any type of hose with my rinseless wash routine. So I do it the traditional way with my bucket and then my solution here. Now, one really important aspect of this formula is that it had to completely rinse out of the sponge, meaning it will not stain the sponge. Some rinseless washes, they don't wash out of the sponge. Your sponge is left stained from dirt and grit, and nobody likes that. So the sponge rinses clean, the formula rinses clean. It's a really nice benefit of this formula. Take my sponge here. Really, really slick, and it smells great. Reminds me when I was a kid, and I didn't care about health, and my parents would let me drink as much soda as I wanted. Now I avoid soda like the plague. All right, so let me get in here. Another benefit of these cross-cut grooves and slots. Here, come in here, check this out. So right here, you have this trim piece. It really gets in there and cleans it. I mean, how nice is that? If this were just a flat sponge, it wouldn't be doing that. So I'll go ahead and do the lower panel here. And that's when I'll swap over to the black side. Get that nice and clean. Go over to the other part of the fender. Same thing. One thing I like about YouTube is nobody's shy to tell me how I should be doing my job. So if you got a comment about how this is done, by all means, just let loose. I love hearing feedback. This is always what I call a big picture video. This is showcasing the product. And this is a silver Mercedes. It's not a show car, so the goal is to clean it. Of course, clean it the right way, right? But not to sit there and get a toothpick and clean this spot and clean that spot. I mean, just really keep it simple, guys. This is washing your car. It's not rocket science, okay? We're not saving lives. It's washing a car. So have fun with it. Take my big gold drying towel, and it's the perfect size. Not too big, not too small. And this formula dries wonderfully. See, my concern when coming out with this was that, you know, if we make it so much stronger, that it would leave a film or a residue on the surface, because some of the competing products actually do that. So I tested everything, and this had to be the best at cleaning and the best at drying. Very nice. And this car, as far as I know, has no protection on it either, which is another testament to just how well it works, because if this car were coated, well, of course it would dry really easily, but it's not. All right, so I'm going to wash the rest of this Mercedes. I will see you at the end when it's clean and it's nice and shiny. And I think I might just do the owner a favor and apply a coat of my new Fast Gloss ceramic sealant to it as well. So stay tuned for the very end. Looks pretty clean to me. F-914 made quick work of the built up dirt and grit and grime all over this Mercedes-Benz. And just like N914, F914 is strictly a cleaner. It does not contain any waxes or anything like that that's going to alter the look of your underlying wax, sealant, or coating. So one of the many benefits of that formula, it simply cleans, it doesn't alter anything. Now for the wheels and tires. Traditionally, with a regular car wash, you wash the wheels and tires first. For a rinseless wash, you wash them last. So I've got my drying towel here. One of the many benefits of the Carolina cart is I can just hang this right here. It'll dry off. Awesome way to store all your supplies in your garage. And I'll grab a separate towel just for the wheels and tires. And for that, I usually grab one of my older towels that maybe I retire from paint use. And I have my bucket here. On the opposite side, I got wheels and tires. And if the car was really dirty, I would use a separate wheel and tire bucket for it. But while the car is dirty, he has ceramic pads on his brakes, so it doesn't produce a ton of brake dust. It's not terrible. So I can get away with using the same bucket. It's not the end of the world. I'll rinse it out really thoroughly. And then with the goal of just keeping it as simple as possible, I have my short handle wheel and tire brush here. Stick this in my bucket that still has my solution. And I've got my Foam Pro 2 right here. And I have it already diluted at the foaming pre-soaked solution still. I didn't change anything. For these wheels and tires, this is more than enough. If you want to double it up for even stronger wheel and tire cleaner, you can do so. But for this, it's perfectly fine. Just like that. The brush here. And again, keep it really simple. This is not show car detailing. This is a daily driver, believe it or not. Sometimes I think that a lot of videos set unrealistic expectations, and people often showcase methods, tips, and techniques that the person themselves never actually uses in real life. They do it just for for a wow factor. Just kind of like some of these YouTubers that focus on exercising and dieting. A lot of it's not the real world. Everything I showcase in a video is exactly how I do it at home. Do the tires. Okay. And this brush, it's not too stiff and it's not too soft. So, you know, this is, these are clear coated aluminum wheels, not gonna scratch it, no issues at all. Take my towel, and if I wanted to use like a drying aid or something to add some protection, I could do that. But I'm not going to for this application. But it's a way that you can increase some gloss, add some gloss, slickness and whatnot, but trying to keep this as simple as possible. You can see how easy it dried. And for the tires, I normally don't rub the towel across the tires. I'll just pat it. And the great thing about F-914 is, you know, we've got this real nice race deck tile here, and when we're finished filming, we're going to take the mop and mop it up. It's going to clean the floor as well, so that's always the benefit. So I'm going to make another video showcasing our fast gloss ceramic sealant. So that wraps it up for this F-914 video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't be shy. Just as a quick recap, F-914 is a stronger formula of N-914, meaning it has twice the surfactants plus an additional surfactant for added cleaning, added foam. It's for really dirty vehicles. Besides using it on paint, you can use it on wheels, glass, interior. So you can still use it for interior cleaning if you want in a spray bottle. It makes a great waterless wash, 1 ounce for every gallon of water for a waterless wash. And most of all, it works. So no matter what you're cleaning, it simply works just like our N-914, which is why it's been one of our best sellers for so many years. So for more information, visit mckeys37.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Take care, and God bless.